All right, Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all Yawaki and Maldel, who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe in the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And I want to go into another lesson. I know this Saturday, most of the apostles, elders, bishops, and Akim go out to camp today. So, before brothers, start getting busy, I want to go ahead and do this lesson. And as you see from the title, and Shalom to the brother, Shalom Maki, how about Shema Shah Brakatah, the brother Virgin Islands, Shalom to the sister who tuning in as well, Amanya Math, and whoever, else may tune in as the lesson go on. But as you see from the title, what I want to speak on real briefly, it says that the wicked and the righteous will endure to the end. You see, the wicked and the righteous will endure to the end. It says, but the last plague makes the difference. And that's true because I know we read a lot of scriptures or, many scriptures, constantly hearing, apostles, brothers talk about the elect, even Yahweh Shai and the apostles in the scriptures. You see the prophets of old, the main focal point are, they highlighted the elect, and the elect is tied to enduring to the end. You see, the righteous is tied to enduring unto the end. It's never tied to the righteous, but in fact, it's going to be some of the most wicked people ever created. Some of the most wicked people living in this earth right now, even they go and do unto the end. The Lord going to look. The Lord, as crazy as it sounds, the Lord going to be protecting some of the most wicked people so they can make it all the way into the end. Just as He going to do for the elect. But it all boils down to the last plague, though. That's what the difference maker gonna be. The last plague. The wicked and the righteous will endure to the end together. And granted, you're gonna have some of the righteous die, or be martyrs, shall I say, because if you believe in Yahweh Shai, we don't die, we sleep. But you're gonna have some of the elect or righteous, they gotta be martyrs, and you're gonna have some of the wicked die before the last plague. Understanding that, but the point is, like I said earlier, we used to read scriptures about the Lord protecting and sparing the elect, right? The elect enduring to the end. But on the other side, that's why I got that but in capital letters. But on the other side, the Lord will also protect 2/3. And I'm not talking about protection as far as sparing them, saving them to bring them into salvation and a new body. No, the Lord gonna even spare people to allow so He could. Man, the Most High cold, man. But going back to what I was saying, on the other side, the law will protect some of the 2/3 and some of the most wicked heathens. He gonna allow them to get through Jacob's trouble. But that protection gonna stop on the last day, though, which the last day gonna be the worst day. The last day gonna be the worst day. That's when missiles gonna fly. Yahweh Shai gonna be revealed. You see? So the Lord will allow some of the wicked to make it all the way to the end for the whole purpose of getting hit with missiles, man. Getting hit with that fire, that ancient fire, feeling that fire from the chariots. You see? Those missiles and that fire that's coming on the earth is the worst and the last plague. Worse than the last plague. The scripture says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. went into a house, leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Right, you running from one situation, get into another, you escape that one, you get into another, you escape that one. Right, the Lord will allow these people to escape these situations all the way to be present and alive and well, so they could look up and see missiles falling, man. You see? So some people go think they escaping death and dodging death just to meet it with everybody else for the second death, man. With them when that fire hit. You see? So the 2/3 of these heathens will be cut off at the missiles. But let's hop into it. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. And again, Shalom Tala Akim Aqua for baby tuning in. But let's get this real quick. This is this Matthew 24, because I know Yahweh Shai often highlighted, not just Yahweh Shai, but the scriptures often highlighted that only the elect will endure to the end. You know, the righteous will endure to the end. And as Yahweh Shai about to say right here, this is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's true. Those who are enduring to the end will be saved. But again, the point in this lesson is that the Lord also go have some of the most wicked people enduring to the end, but it ain't for the purpose of being saved, though. You see? The Lord gonna spare some of these wicked people, but again, it's not for the purpose of showing you divine intervention or miracles. No, it's to lead you to your ultimate destruction, man. You see? Leads you to your ultimate destruction. But it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Now you see, and again, as the scriptures always highlight, that the elect will be the ones to endure for the purpose of salvation. Now I want to get this in Sirach 36 too, because again, you're gonna have some wicked people that gotta still be here. You're gonna have people that gotta still endure to the end with the C-hip in them, the MOTB go be in them, but they made it to the end too. And that's one thing I put up in my prayer. You know, we talked to the Lord about a lot of different things. But you know, one thing I like to be specific in my prayers, you know, which we should be. But it ain't just enduring until the end. One thing I talk to the Lord, I don't want to just endure to the end to see you. Look, you gonna have these people on the earth, every eye shall see him. A lot of people go be here in the end. The most righteous men go be alive and well, about to get beamed up, and the most wicked men go be here in the earth running and doing whatever they do. So you gonna have wicked and righteous people who gonna be alive to even see the coming of the Lord. But look, I'm not just okay with seeing the Lord. I want to see the Lord and go up there with him, because you're going to have a lot of people on earth who going to see the Lord as well and then get put to death by the Lord, man. You see, so it ain't. And look, if you enduring to the end, it's the thing. If the Lord allowed you to endure all the way into Jacob's trouble just to get hit by missiles, or you're going to have some people here and they going to literally get put to death by Yahweh Shai himself. If the Lord allow you to go through all this and endure through all this just so you can die on the last day, and you might get put to death by Yahweh Shai himself, that mean the Lord really, that mean the Lord don't care about them people, man. He allowed you to make it through a time like never before just to get taken out at the end. You seeing the elect get beamed up, so on and so forth. But again, that's why we, like Peter said, give diligence to make our calling and election show. We don't want to just be doing this just to do it, you know, and not make it. Our hope is to endure to the end, to be saved by the Lord, not just to see him in the sky, you know, not just to witness the end of the world, but to be saved from this world, man, as it's in it. But let's get this real quick. This is Sirach 36. And it's going into the time we are now, because again, you're going to have some people who make it all the way through. You know, Job said, Job mentioned 6 troubles. Let's go to Job real quick. Let's get Job first. Then I get that Sirach, the 36th chapter. Because Job mentioned 6 troubles. Now, these 6 troubles, what they were symbolic for, that's everything that's set to take place during Jacob's trouble, before the last plague. You see? Everything that's going to happen before the last plague, that's what Job about to talk about. And what's some of those 6 troubles? That's Esau coming in with great wrath, the military troops, concentration camps, famines, the MOTB, newly created creatures, all these different militias and uprisings against the government. Everything that's set to take place in Jacob's trouble, neighbors running into each other houses, that's the six troubles. Leviathan, that's another trouble. Everything that's set to take place in Jacob's trouble, that's concerning the six troubles. But Joel, what he about to say, he about to separate, because it's seven total. You know, seven means complete. Job said he gonna separate the six from the seven. And why is that important? Because again, the righteous and the wicked go endure through the six troubles. And again, like I said earlier, and I might have, because lessons as we're doing live lessons, brothers and sisters come in, as we doing a lesson. So you might have to reiterate a couple things. Now, you might have some righteous, yes, they might have to be martyrs and they have to sleep because we don't die. The elect don't die, Lord willing, with that number, but the righteous may have to suffer before the last day. Some of the wicked gonna die before the last day, but the point is, it's not just the elect that's going to endure unto the end. The Lord go allow some of the wicked to endure unto the end as well, which it would seem like that's obvious, right? Clearly, they got to endure, but the point is, where do it stop at? Where do the Lord allow them to get by? Stop at? It stopped at that seventh trouble, and that's those missiles falling. The Lord never promised them that they was going to get through the seventh, but he'll get them through the sixth. You see? But let's read this in Job real quick. This is Job chapter 5 and verse let's start at 17. The point at 19 on down, but we're gonna start at 17. Job 5 and 17, it says, Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Therefore, despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. That's why when the Lord put us through things, hey, we should just take it, accept it, man. Because again, it's going to be a benefit to us as we coming into the times we in. It says so that we don't have to be condemned with the world. Right? But verse 18, it says, For he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. That's the point. Verse 19, it says, he, who's the he? Talking about the Most High. It says, Job 5 and 19, it says, he shall deliver thee in six troubles. Let's stop right there. Because it got, where it look colon. Let's stop right there. It says, he shall deliver thee in six troubles. When Esau coming like a flood, the Lord gonna deliver him, right? When a famine, the Lord gonna deliver him. Now, mind you, in the six troubles, these elect members gonna be spared, and also the wicked. The Lord gonna be creating opportunities to feed the wicked of the earth during these times. He's gonna be making opportunities for them to escape through concentration camps, so on and so forth, maybe, right? Running from Leviathan. Now, it's not gonna be all the wicked, clearly, but if the Lord allowing some of those of the wicked to endure to the end, my thought is, speaking as a man, these are the people the Lord really ain't give a F about. You feel me? If Yahweh Shai go personally put you to death, come on, man. I don't want to be you. To personally get put to death by the Lord, you could have died in the famine. You could have died, a person shooting you when you robbing your house in Jacob's trouble. But if the Lord gonna spare a person, just so Yahweh Shai can come from the heavens, ride through space, and to come to earth to put you to death personally, you got a different problem. You feel me? Come on, man. I ain't trying to just endure to the end, just to be put to death by the Lord. No, man. But these people go think they go be making it all the way to the end to meet their maker, and at the same time they go be seeing missiles fall, man. So that's the six troubles. So let's read it again. Job 5 and 19, it says, he, talking about the Most High, he shall deliver thee in six troubles. Everything that's going to take place in Jacob's trouble, it says, yeah, in seven, there shall no evil touch thee. What's this? And look, he separated. Now it's seven troubles total, which seven is just complete. I ain't saying seven things going to happen and then we out of here. No, it's just a complete number of things total that's going to happen. And the missiles being the last one. But he separated everything in Jacob's trouble from the missiles. But what was a promise to those who the Lord was chastising? That they was going to be saved in the six, In Jacob's trouble, it says, yeah, and in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. So even in the 7th, when the missiles fall, the Lord is saying the elect won't get touched. Won't get touched. But we're going to get in Sirach 36, the Lord going to say for the wicked, but everybody who escape, as far as the wicked go, let them be consumed by the rage of the fire. You see? But let's finish this. It says, yeah, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine, he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. All these things are pertaining to the 6th trouble, leading to the 7th. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the field. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. So in the time of Jacob's trouble, the Lord gonna be having animals helping us, right? Angels helping us, divine intervention for us to escape. But the point is, he said through the 6 troubles and everything that's gonna take place when all hell break loose. And he said in the 7th, the elect was gonna get spared. That's when that fire gonna fall from the sky, man, by way of missiles. You see? But on the other side, let's get Sirach 36 real quick. Because in his prayer, it was a prayer for the Lord to judge those who don't serve him and don't fear him. And one of the things is going to mention that those who escape what? The 6 troubles. Everything that's about to take place, you're going to have some of the wicked escape. But what's the latter end? They can't run from the fire. If you ain't here and come up hither in the Hebrew tongue, where you going to go? You see? Where you going to go? You know? So let's read this real quick. Since we just got how the Lord, he said, look, the elect will get through 6 troubles and my 7th, the last plague, when those missiles fall. Let's see if it's true for everybody else. This is Sirach 36, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, God of all, and behold us. And who's the us? Those who fear and serve the Lord. It says, send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. So see, the ones who ain't serving the Lord. This message is going to them. It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power. As thou was sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us. And let them know thee as we have known thee. Right? That's what we asking the Lord. Show the world who you really are. We know you was once referred to as Al-Shadia. Show the world you are likened unto a terrible demon-like power. Come on, man. I ain't gonna lie in my prayers, and I know I kind of mentioned without saying my prayers a lot because hey, it's true. But like Apostle Ball said before, man, throw the Lord word back at him, you know, at times. I'll put it like, Lord, these people do not respect you. They don't fear you. They proud as hell. They don't respect you or your house. Like, Lord, what you gonna do about that? What you gonna do about that? Show these people who you are. That's the same thing Sirach was asking right here. And let them know thee, verse 5, as we have known thee, that there is no God but only thou, O Most High, and show new signs. And this is the time we are now. Show new signs and make other strange wonders. It says, glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Now here go the time the Lord bringing judgment. Raise up indignation and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Make the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy wondrous works, wonderful works. This is the point. It says, and let him that escapeth, again, let him that escapeth. Let's go back to Job 5 real quick. Because now in Sirach 36, that message is pointed towards the unbelievers, those who don't fear the Lord, 2/3 and heathens. And it says them that escape. So again, you're going to have some of those who the Lord judgment coming on, they going to escape. The Lord go allow them to endure until the end as well. As well. But this the difference. For the elect, it says, Job 5:19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. So the elect go escape too. It says, yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And the 7th is when the fire come from the sky. But as far as for the wicked, they go endure too. But Sirach 36:9 says, let him that escapeth. So some of the wicked gonna get through famine, gonna get through concentration camp, gonna get through the MOTB. or they might take the MOTB and still just be here. But the Lord will allow them to get through 6 troubles too. But what's the difference maker? What the title say again? The wicked and the righteous will endure to the end, but the last plague makes the difference. And Shalom Tala Akim, Akwat on the comment, boy, Yahweh Shema Shah broke it down. Right? But this, the last plague gonna make the difference, because of the wicked, it says, Sirach 36:9, let him that escapeth, and what's next? Be consumed by the rage of the fire. So hold on. So the elect gonna get through all troubles, even the fire. You see? Even the fire, but for the 2/3 in these heathens, they go escape the 6 troubles. But at the end of the day, and on the last day, they gonna see Yahushua, the Son of the Most High, be revealed in the heavens and see missiles falling after they just escaped all that stuff before. Think about that. You just escaped a militia of cannibals trying to eat you, right? You see your children get put to death in front of you, your wife get raped and put to death, right? You ran from troops. You got a loaf of bread in the famine. You see your leg half gone because it was blown off. So the Lord go and let them escape. But on the last day and the worst day, they're going to be consumed by the rage of the fire, man. So it would have been better if you would have just, a lot of people, it would have been better if the Lord would have just killed them in Jacob's trouble. But the Lord he going to make people endure to the end. Just so they can get hit by them missiles, man. People go try to seek death, but not find it. Let's get that. Seek death and not find. Real quick, Revelation 9:6. It says, in those days, Revelation 9:6, in those days shall men seek death and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. So men gonna be trying to kill themselves, but the Lord ain't gonna let them. In other words, the Lord like, no, nigga, you gonna be here so my son could see you. You see? You gonna be here because you gotta be here for that fire. You see? So it says, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire, and let them that perish, and let them perish that oppress the people, man. And smite and sunder the heads of the rulers of the heathen that say there is none other but we. But the point in this is that what? You're going to have a lot of people who endure all the way unto the end, but it's not for salvation. It's not he that endured to the end shall be saved. It's going to be a lot of people the Lord going to allow to endure to the end so he can be destroyed by fire. As it is written, man. You see? As it is written. Matter of fact, I seen a brother post this at Matthew 7. I'm going to get it real quick. Just to show, look, let's see, Matthew 7. You're going to have people enduring to the end, made it all the way to the end just to be rejected. You see? This Matthew 20, Matthew 7. That's Matthew 7. Huh? Yeah, Matthew 7. And let's start at 21. It says, not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, so the day of the Lord, Yahushua, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name have done many wonderful works? But Yahushua go say, and then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. So you're going to have some people who make it all the way unto the end, but be rejected. That's a fearful thing, man. You see? That's a fearful thing. Man, just real quick, Revelation 1. I wanted down, like it was just some of my spirit I was meditating on. Because when these people see Yahushua, they gonna know, look, hey, it's over. Real quick, I'm gonna read this in the Amplified Bible version. This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. This is in the Amplified Bible version. It says, behold, he is coming with the clouds, with those chariots. And look, the day Yahushua come, that's the same as Yahushua standing on his chariot and the angels behind him in their chariots. Guess what else gonna be coming in the air with them? Missiles gonna be flying too, man, as it illustrates in Joel, the 2nd chapter. That Yahushua, let's get that. Okay, let's get it. Joel 2. Let's get it real quick because it says the Lord gonna be leading them. Because you know, in this chapter in Joel 2, it talk about the missiles flying and how they coming over here to America. How before the land was as the Garden of Eden, and once they hit, it's gonna be a land of destruction and nothing can escape them. Right now, check it out right here, just to show you that Yahweh Shai, as he in the air with the angels, the missiles gonna be flying with him. This Joel 2. Let's see where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get this just so we know we talking about missiles. This Joel 2, and I'm gonna jump down to the point. This Joel 2 and 3, it says, fire burns in front of them, and flames follow after them. Ahead of them, the land lies as beautiful as the Garden of Eden, right? Vegetation, water, trees. It says, but behind them is nothing but desolation, and nothing, and not one thing escapes. So that's talking about missiles. Before they hit, you got greenery, right? Animals, plants, and vegetation. But when they hit, it's nothing. So since we know we're talking about missiles, let's jump down. So this Joel 2. And let's jump down. Since we know we're talking about missiles. Right here. I'm going to read 10 to point 11. It says, just to show you the day Yahweh Shai coming, when him and the angels in the air, the missiles going to be in the air with them. It's going to have to, well, it makes sense because it said we're going to be saved, scarcely saved, right? You see? But real quick, this Joel 2 and 10, it says, the earth quakes as they advance and the heavens tremble. The sun and the moon grow dark and the stars no longer shine. Here it is the point, verse 11. And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, is at the head of the column. He leads them with a shout. This is his mighty army, and they follow his orders, man. So Yahweh Shai, as missiles in the air and other angels in UFOs in the air, Yahweh Shai go be in the front, standing on his, man. And you know how they say standing on business, right? Yahweh Shai go be standing on his. Verse 11, the Lord is at the head of the column. He leads them with a shout. This is his mighty army, and they follow his orders. See, the day of the Lord is awesome. Terrible thing is an awesome, terrible thing. Who can possibly survive? Come on, man. But the Lord will allow the righteous to survive, to get saved, to go up there with him, and he go allow some of the wicked to survive just so they can meet their maker and get destroyed by fire, man, the last plague. And look, if the Lord got a man surviving all the way into that just to die, speaking as a man, I mean the Lord ain't like you, like he just created you. All like it's saying 2 Ezra 9, you was just probably one of those ones created in vain. Just to make it all the way to the end of the story, just to be a casual, man. It says, but let's get this, Revelation 1 and 7, because look, when Yahweh Shai come, we gonna know who he is, where he coming from, what he doing, right? What's happening? We should be excited to see the Lord, as the scriptures say. We should rejoice in his coming. But for those who not serving the Lord right now, they gonna make it all the way into the end, escape through Jacob's trouble just to look up. Hold on. Let's get this in Matthew 24, because it kind of laid it out for us. Then on the last day, people gonna be going through all this, and on the last day, that's gonna be the worst day. You're gonna look up and you about to burn. Real quick, this Matthew chapter 24. Nope, it ain't Matthew 24, it's Luke 21. Real quick, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Luke 21, because he gonna kind of go through the build up to his coming. Now check this out. This is Luke 21 and 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. This gonna be during Jacob's trouble. People bugging out in the earth, things happening. You see? It says, so what's next? So during Jacob, we got 25, that's Jacob's trouble. 26, and men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. What is that? When people look up and see those things coming on the earth, and they're going to fear, what's those things? That's missiles, man. The same thing is said in Joel 2. We were just in that chapter. When people look up and see them missiles, they ain't going to know what to do, man. Real quick, just to show you when the people see it, they're going to fear. This Joel 2, it says, fear grips all the people. Every face grows pale with terror. terror. And I mind you, in this chapter, it was talking about missiles. So when the people see it, it says fear will grip all of them. So let's go back to this. So in Luke 21 and 26 is Yahushua. He speaking about Jacob's trouble and the build up to his coming. So as people going through a time like never before, verse 26, it says, and men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. So people will be going through a time like never before. And then on the last day, they're going to look up and hear and see missiles falling. And then it says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Even the elites will be in fear on this day. And look, after that, once they looking up and seeing missiles falling, what else they going to see? Verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Come on, man. So these people going to be going through Jacob's trouble. Then on one day they go think it's another day in Jacob's trouble. One day they gonna hear a noise, feel an earth shake, look up, see missiles, and who else they gonna see? They gonna see Yahushua. And for us, it says, and when you see these things, right, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So for us, look up because we about to get beamed up. But for the other people who see Yahushua on this day, on the last day of Jacob's trouble, Revelation 1 and 7 in the Amplified Bible version, it says, behold, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him. See, the righteous go see him, and the wicked go see him. But the righteous go be happy to see him and go be saved. But as for the wicked, it says, behold, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced him. So the same one who pierced the Lord over 2,000 some years ago, he go allow them to endure to the end, to see him. And not just, I ain't talking about seeing him. You know how niggas say today, you're going to have to see me when you want to fight. It's on sight, right? That's what the Lord's saying. It's on sight with Yahushua, man. He will allow these dudes or Romans who pierced them to endure through the famine and all the 6 troubles just to see him at the end. Then it's on sight with the Lord, man. So it says, behold, he is coming with the clouds, and every eye will see him, even those who pierced them. And all the tribes, nations of the earth will mourn over him. This why they go be mourning when they see Yahushua. It says, realizing their sin and guilt and anticipating the coming wrath. Come on, man. So they're gonna look up and see the Lord, and they conscience gonna condemn them. They gonna know it's over for them. And it says anticipating the coming wrath. Look, missiles falling at the same time. They know they about to get hit with them. Come on, man. So when they see Yahushua the wicked, they're gonna realize their sin and guilt, and they go anticipate the coming wrath. So they just gonna be looking up, waiting on the missiles to explode. That's how it's gonna be for these people. And it says, so it is to be to wow. So yes, the Lord will allow certain people to endure into the end, but it ain't for the point as far as the righteous. Let me see. I'm gonna get 3 more. Leave you there and melt you. Because look, he gonna beam up the elect, but he gonna leave the wicked here. Real quick, Ezekiel 22. Now this more towards Israel, because the heathens can't be saved anyway. You know, that's why the Lord said prophesying to his people, because at least Israelites got an opportunity to repent and escape the destructions. But if you don't, the Lord gonna leave you when those missiles hit. He gonna allow you to endure to the end to let you get hit by missiles. Let's read this real quick. This is Ezekiel 22 and 18. It says, Son of man, the house of Israel is to me become dross. It says, and they are all brass and tin and iron and lead. It says, in the midst of the furnace, and they are even the dross of silver. And therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, behold, because you are all become dross, behold, therefore, I will gather you into the midst of Jerusalem. Now, we're people before a place, you know? So wherever niggas at, Mexicans, Hispanics at, it says, as they gather silver and bread. And you know what's crazy? The Lord is gathering Israelites, just like he got the northern kingdom walking their ass over here to America. Look, that ain't, although Esau might be opening the borders to let them come over here to start chaos, we looking at it as a different, yeah, they coming over here to do that, but the Lord really bringing them over here, not just to start chaos in America, because they got to be here for that, the missiles, man. These Northern Kingdom Israelites from Central and South America, these immigrants, as they would call them, who walking across the border, they really just coming over here to Babylon the Great because they going to have to be here when those missiles hit, man. So as he said, he gathering Jerusalem, right? The Lord bringing them niggas here. You see? You got niggas across the world want to come over here to visit America. The Lord might have it as you over here on vacation in America. All hell break loose. Now you stuck here. Then when those missiles hit, where you going to go? You see? So verse 20, it says, as they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, and America will be a furnace. It says to blow the fire upon it and to what? And to melt it. So just like you have back then, you know, blacksmiths or whatever, burning silver, brass, iron, lead, and tin into the midst of a furnace to melt it. The Lord saying, well, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Leave you well in America and melt you. Let's get a quick precept. This is Zechariah 13. He gonna take the 1/3 and leave the 2/3 here and melt them, man. This Zechariah 13:9. Nope, in verse 8. Zechariah 13:8. We're gonna go back to the Ezekiel. It says, and it shall come to pass, it shall come to pass that in all the land, all what land? It ain't say lands or land yum, right? Plural, it's a land, America. This what a lake of fire gonna be. This what a lake of fire gonna be, man. This is the place of the second death. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein, right? Therein, they gonna still be here. 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. So the Lord, as it said in Ezekiel 22, he gonna leave 2/3 here and melt them. So he go allow, and this still hit on the same point, he go allow them to endure all the way into the end to leave them here and melt them. It says, but the 1/3 shall be left therein. The 1/3 gonna be saved. The 1/3 gonna be saved. It says, and I will bring the 3rd part through the fire. See, as missiles coming down, the elect will get beamed up, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say it is my people, and they shall say Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is my power. You see? So the Lord gonna leave a lot of people here and melt them. He gonna allow them to get all the way to the end just to melt, man. Back in Ezekiel 22:20, it says, and they, as they gather silver and brass and tin and iron and lead and Salaki, I'm reading quick. I hear my children waking up. So I'm trying to hurry and, and finish it off. It says, and they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it and to melt it. The Lord says, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. Come on, man. Again, what Sirach said? 36? Sirach 36, what it said? Let him, Sirach 36:9, let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire. So the Lord go allow a lot of wicked people to escape, to be spared in the time like never before, just to make it so they can get hit by missiles. That mean the Lord really ain't F with you, man. You see? Come on. It says, Yahweh, Ezekiel 22:21, Yahweh will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh, that I, Yahweh, have poured out my fury upon you, man. So the Lord ain't playing. The Lord ain't playing. Let's end that off on this. Revelation 20. Revelation 20. Even if you die, you got to still, you're hitting the missiles too. But everybody who not elect, even if you're doing to the end, you still have to take part in that lake of fire, man. Let's get this. Let's start at 11. Yep, let's start at 11. Because this is going into your Hawashai coming back, World War III and missiles already hit. So let's start at 10. It says, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone. So at this point in time, America is already hit by missiles because America going to be the lake of fire. Because when John the Revelator in Revelation, when he said the lake of fire, he remember he was getting visions, man. A lot of times he got visions. A lot of times he was standing on the sand of what John went? The Isle of Patmos, looking out into the water, and the Lord was giving him like a cinematic view in the heavens of prophecies, man, things that was gonna happen. So when he seen the lake of fire, the Lord gave him an aerial view. Now we know missiles gonna mainly hit America. What is America surrounded by? Water, from north, south, east to west, surrounded by water. So if the whole landmass of America is on fire and it's surrounded by water, and I mind you, John and them ain't have the same terminology or lingo we have today. So he couldn't say, I seen America from Cali all the way to New York. You see? All the way to from the north to the south. Even Oklahoma, no, he didn't say that. They didn't have the same wording we had today. So he described it the best way he could. So when he seen this lake of fire, he seen at the end of the day, the Lord gave him an aerial view, like the aerial view the elect gonna have once they get beamed up and look down. So the Lord gave John that view. He seen America on fire, and I mind you, America is surrounded by water. So if you seen America on fire, surrounded by water, what would it look like? Oh, what would you describe it as? A lake of fire and brimstone. That's what he thought it was. But we can give the sense he seen America on fire after getting hit with missiles during World War III. So that's where we at right now. Revelation chapter 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Verse 11. And I saw a great white throne and him that sat on it, Yahushua. So once that fire hit, now it's Yahushua time to rule. It says, and from whose face the earth and the heaven fled away, and there was found no place for them. And I saw the dead. I'm going to end it off with this, right? It says, and I saw the dead, small and great. So look, these people who are already dead, because you're gonna have people alive and well in America when those missiles hit. Even people who already died before the missiles hit, guess what? The Lord will bring them back. Just like when Yahushua died and it said people rose off the graves and just walked back into the city and lived a whole regular life again. Well, when Yahushua come back, the people gonna raise up from the dead. If you righteous, you gonna get beamed up. If you wicked, you gonna be right here in America and you gonna raise up from the dead, and you gonna be here when missiles fall too. So whether you wicked, you alive and make it, or if you already dead, thinking you escaped, the Lord gonna raise you up so you can feel this shit, man. Let's read it. Revelation 20 and 12. And I saw the dead, right, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were open. Another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. Here it is, verse 13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it. So if a nigga died in the sea, in the water, was thrown in the water, right? They gonna come up. It says, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. So if somebody died anywhere, they gonna rise up. If you're in a grave, if you die anywhere just on the earth, you gonna rise up. You see? But what's the purpose of them raising back up? It says, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, like it said in Daniel. You have some awake to everlasting life and some awake to everlasting shame. Some go awake to getting beamed up and you getting crowned. Some go awake to looking up, you seeing missiles falling. So it says, and the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them, and they were judged every man according to their works, and death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So if you not elect, just because you enduring to the end don't mean nothing. Because if you endure to the end and you not read in the book of life, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. You see? So again, it ain't about asking the Lord, Lord, allow us put in your prayers, allow me to endure to the end. Again, I like to be specific in my prayers. I won't just say, Lord, allow me to endure to the end. A lot of people go endure to the end, even the wicked. But some people go endure to the end just to die and burn. I'll be asking the Lord, allow me to endure to the end to get beamed up by Yahweh, man. That's it. I don't want just say, Lord, allow me to endure to the end just to see Yahweh. No, all eyes go see him, even those who pierced him. And what it said, and they go well because of him, and they're going to fear and anticipate the judgment coming. It ain't about just enduring to the end. No, I want to endure to the end to be saved, man. People go enduring to the end just to burn. You see? But our hope is to be beamed up, by Yahweh Shai. Scarcely saved, as the scriptures say. But I'm going to end it right there, Lord willing, as lesson was edifying. See what brother got on the comment board. Okay, cool. But yeah, Lord willing, as lesson was edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing this word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as all you believers out there who believe on the gospel. And keep fighting, keep pushing, and we almost out of here. And with that, shalom. And again, the water for tuning in. Shalom. And look, as soon as I'm done, they open the door.